I have about 350 employees, 380 employees, and 92% of them make less than $15 an hour. So I am highly vulnerable to possible impacts associated with the Affordable Care Act. When the Supreme Court decided that Affordable Care Act was law, I decided I had to do something rather significant. I knew I had a problem. And I'm a nuclear engineer of all things, and I worked for Dominion for years, but I own my own company now, and I did what I know, which is to go ahead and start doing a lot of research, understand the problem, understand the variables, and see what I could do. Well, it just so happened that a house guest of a neighbor of ours works for HHS, and I had a conversation with her in July of last year, and I asked her some key questions about how the law was structured. Bottom line is, I was invited, she couldn't answer the questions. So she invited me to talk to some more people. And in September, I guess it was September of 2012, I'm driving up I-40 on the phone with a gal named Liz Fowler. She actually wrote the law. She was working for Obama at the time. She said she was going to give me 15 minutes to talk to her. So an hour and 40 minutes later, she's not answered my questions. And she asked me to come to the White House to talk to her and have a one-on-one meeting with her and a couple other people to understand what was going on with the law. October the 3rd, 2012, I was at the White House. It was me, 7 major players from the Executive Office of the President, the Treasury Department, Commerce, Labor, and HHS. And there was a host of characters on conference call. It was me and all these people at the White House around this table. It was pretty intimidating. During that meeting, the top IRS agent that was there, who was responsible for writing the rules that we're calling today the employer shared responsibility, the penalties. He was responsible for deploying that. And he was sitting right beside me, and he gave me that kernel that I needed to understand and how to deal with this. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to share with you that kernel that he told me, and then walk you through a little bit of what I've done with my own company. And hopefully some of this information will be valuable to you all who may have populations like myself that are vulnerable to place an employer under a penalty situation.